My best. I'm gonna put it all out there, bro. It don't matter. That's why I got the 10-4 hat. The first slide. It got to be that because people tell me. I done had a couple people tell me like, "Yo, I be trying to tell my people this shit, and they just look at me like I'm crazy." Man, it ain't for you to save everybody, bro. That story of Jesus, it's for a reason. This world is upside down, and it's supposed to be like that. That's why it's as below, as above, so below. They gonna take the words that's in that book, any book, over you, because anybody that's of authority, you got to be a Freemason, pretty much. You got to be initiated, and like I said, most of these people are under a spell, bro. Trying to wake these people up, bro, it's a lost cause. You, it's on you to follow the narrow path. It's on you to follow the words of Christ. Not saying it's a true story or not. I'm just saying the words is right and exact. What they did to that brother, that was a template. They get the script from the scriptures. But holding on to a book, how you gonna sin holding on to a book? And I told you the number 4 is for the mind of man. 4 is mind of man. The number 4 is for the mind of man. That's why that book got 4 corners, 4 sides. It's right there in your face, man. It's common sense. A lot of people can't use common sense, and that's the goal, is to not get you to use common sense. I'm gonna go through all this stuff. I'm gonna go through all these slides, and is the goal to make you a flat earther? Nah, I gave up on that a long time ago. The goal is just I want people using common sense. That's it. Because all the videos I do, I never get nobody asks me about the flat earth. And that's it's the coldest truth, bro. That's how all this started. All this started was because of that. Because if they lie about that, if they lie about going to the moon, if they lie about the shape of the earth, the lies just don't stop. Because that should be the most common sense thing. But that's the magic. That's the magic of all this. The magic is to get you to not use common sense. It's the sleight of hand. It's the hocus pocus. It's the abracadabra. Abraham Lincoln. The Abrahamic faiths. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna rant some more. Don't get it twisted. I'm still ranting. That Lewis Gossett Jr. passed away though on Good Friday, right? Good black brother. I knew he did something powerful. He won, I think, the first Oscar. And now I remember what the Oscar was representing. The Oscar is the light bearer. He's the light bringer too. Born May 27th. May is the 5th month. 2 plus 7 is 9. That's 59. That's the number for Good Friday. And the number for, if you just type out Nero, I got too many slides up, I can't do it. But he won the Oscar for playing a role in A Few Good Men. Oh no, it wasn't A Few Good Men. It's an officer and a gentleman. A Navy movie. One branch of the U.S. Army. An officer and a gentleman. Navy. Boats, ships, maritime law, rules that govern commerce and navigation on the seas or whatever, or other waters. Where do we all come from? Right? I asked this question to a Catholic lady. I said, did Adam have a belly button? And she was like, you know what? I don't know. That's a good question. Because if he did have a belly button, that means that he came from a woman. We all come from women. And what happens when it's, seconds from you coming, it's out? The waters break. The waters break. That makes you commerce of the seas. They ain't wrong. They say the moon governs the water of the seas and the oceans. Oh, it's you. That's why it's called. That's why it's called lunacy. That's why it's called a lunatic, because we're affected. We're the currency that's affected by the moon. The moon, Moses, Moses. So yeah, right after the boat hit the bridge and made it collapse. Right, hit the pillar. Shout out to Loudy. The boat hit the pillar and made it collapse. Right, just still don't make no sense to me. But we're gonna keep it moving. And we got the Clippers logo with the boat. And then we got the boat and Leave the World Behind coming up on the banks. It's banks, water, currency, the boat, the Navy, maritime admiralty law. You came through your mother water, so guess what? You're commerce too. That's why they need a certificate for you. Anything that comes off a boat, because this is why they got maritime admiralty law. There's law of the land, right? Like the Constitution is supposed to be America's law of the land. They never use that shit. You wonder why it always get overrode and shit. Because if you don't tell them, yo, to be honest with you, got to talk to them more. Well, as far as I know, you got to tell them like, yo, I'm an American citizen. I want to be. Matter of fact, it's a flag that's in the room, right? When you go to court, in court, it's set up like the Freemasonry Hall. You go to court, there's a flag with a yellow fringes around it. If you don't tell them to remove that flag, they're gonna trial you under maritime admiralty law. That's why everything is about money. I don't care if you're getting divorced. I don't care if you're going to child support court. I don't care if you've been selling dope. I don't care if you murder somebody. They don't want that bond money. And bond is a term of business too. Trust and bonds. It's our business. This is a corporation. This is America, the corporation of America, the United States of the Corporation of America. So know where you at, bro. This is a rant. This is a rant. I'm letting it all out. This is the variety show. This is a random variety show. I'm just going in, and you got questions. Leave your questions. We're gonna try to my best to answer them, but I gotta go in today. Look, the ship wrecked in Baltimore, and I just told you if you got any questions about maritime admiralty law, you might want to ask the Moor, because I used to think Moor was the steer a ship, but Moor is the anchor to. It still got to do with ships. It's the anchor to something. That's what Moor means. To anchor to a land. So these is basically nomads. Baltimore, Maryland. That's the queen. Baltimore is for the Moors. The Moors, to me, still to me, I'm not giving this up, navigated the seas. You know, people was over here in this country, and the king I don't even know if he had a queen. From what I'm hearing, he had a male concubine or some shit. But either way, they didn't know how to get over here. They didn't even know this place existed. That's why they called it the New World. The New World. Hitting the pillar and knocking down a bridge. I meant to pull this up yesterday. I was just gonna pull it up just because for on GP. I forget the reason why, but there go the black and white. I told you these are Freemasonic words. That's the checkerboard. Just a game. Racism. You better be up on game, bruh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now look, right here, this book that's open. That's your mother legs. We about to get into it, bro. Y'all need to know where all this stuff come from. It's very simple. It's super simple. It's super simple. Sex. The birth. They said you could have a rebirth through Jesus. You could have a rebirth when Jesus was a man. So now rebirth comes through man. This beef, this war, the gender war, that's the oldest war. And it's coming back around. We see it. The gender war is the oldest war. These men is jealous because they're not the portal, because that's what this is, right? Your mother legs, it's a portal to earth. Let me show y'all right quick. That's the importance of Baal, the bull god. That's why it's called the Bible, the two bulls coming together, becoming one. The truth. Who's the two bulls? The two bulls are sun and moon, masculine and feminine. When they come together, what happened? Creation, life. This bull right here, this Baal right here. You see how he has that hole in the middle? That's souls in, souls out every turn. Every 180-degree turn, souls in, souls out. Two hands up for sun and moon. Why do we got the bull horns? Why do we got the bull horns? The golden calf. The bull on Wall Street. Commerce. Currency. Money. Why is the bull horns? That's how you get to this earth. I just said, this portal right here, souls in, souls out. And these people will act like they study this shit for years, bro. And they will act like they don't know what, I don't know what it's for. It's an alien portal. Like, what? The alien, hold on, let me just dismiss the alien shit right now. Alien. A, right? One letter. Lie, which is lie. And then N. So in the middle of that word sits lie. You the if you want to, I mean, if it make you feel better, you the alien. You the Nephilim. You the one who fell down from earth, from heaven into the giant's body, into the avatar body. Yeah, this is Baal. Souls in, souls out every turn. Right? Sun, moon. He got the bull horns, but they turn it to the devil horns. But let me tell you where it really comes from. Because they've been trying to play us. Like she ain't just as important to this simulation as the man. That's crazy. This whole world is built on duality. And see, you think the sun is 93 million miles away. You think the sun is so big and the moon is so small. No, they're the same size. We love the sunshine. Don't get me wrong, I do too. But you need that moon too. You need the feminine too. Look what Puffy going through. It is not about. At the end of the day, it's not about women. It was Cassie. Look at R. Kelly. Was that not about women? This is the bull God right here. This is the Bible. Crown of horns, crown of thorns, the uterus of the woman. This is the portal to this world. You got to look at this. I mean, you ain't got to do nothing. But I would look at this as in a total new way, bro. You can't keep going around keeping on looking at this the same way. I do this probably twice a week. It's my third time going live this week. I try to at least do twice a week. This stuff ain't happening for no reason, bro. They ain't just doing symbolisms and rituals for no reason, bro. It's right there in your face. If you a father or a mother, you know. How did the soul get here? That gives me so much joy, so much pride. Come on, man. That's the bull guy right there. That's your Bible right there. It's OVO. Y'all know that's Drake record label. OVO. Ovary, vagina, ovary. That's Eve right here. This is Eve right here. This is why the devil got horns. Arrowhead. Shout out to the Kansas City Chiefs. Arrowhead. This is the arrowhead right here. This is Eve. Egg, vagina, egg. That's Eve. This stuff ain't hard to figure out. It's right there in your face. I'm telling you, most people are under a spell, bro. It's magic. That's why it's called MK mind control. The MK is for the magic with the K. I just told you the other day, the magic without the K, that's stage magic. That's bullshit magic. They throw you off the trail. Once you start realizing this is MK mind control, this is magic with the K. That that real magic. You see what's up. You see why they had to burn them witches in the Salem witch trial. Jerusalem. Hey, Salem. Hey, is for that's the they say it's the Egypt version of Jesus, but it's just Hey is hero. Hey is hero. Louis Gossett Jr., an officer and a gentleman. The Navy, Maritime Admiralty Law. You're born from your mother's water. They say that you are commerce now, so that's why you might find your birth certificate on the stock market. That's why they take your soles of your feet, right? The SOLE, soles of your feet, and put it on paper. These are papyrus. It's called the papacy. It's called the Pope. They take the soles of your feet and they put it on paper, and then they write underneath it. The writings. How long writing has been around? 6,000 years? Since 3500 BCE? It's a pretty long time. Somebody probably knew, like, nah, we probably shouldn't do this, man. Why we gonna trick the people? Just to keep power for 6,000 years. Think about that. If you had power for 6,000 years, and they know how this world works. It's the TV show Stranger Things. The upside down. It won't say upside down for long. It's gonna eventually flip back the other way. That's how pendulums work. That's how pendulums work. they eventually swing back the other way. Let's go. All right. I'm about to get right. I'm gonna get right back into it, but let's take a quick little sports break because I've been talking about these numbers, so I gotta bring this up. Right. So March 27th, the bridge collapsed. I believe March 26th. So this is the next day. The next day after the bridge collapsed, I did the video, and I was like, I was feeling good after the bridge collapse video. Right. Shout out to everybody who watched that video. The last video I did. Shout out to all y'all. I brought up 18 and 54. The Charlotte, you could tell. Look how good this team is. They won 44 games. These niggas won 18. Not even half. Not even half of what this team won. But I see that they was sitting at 17 and 54. I said, oh shit. I got $20. I took a little $20 on the Charlotte Hornets to win. I won me 100. And then, I'm in a good mood today. That's off that 18 and 54. That's the number I've been talking about. The Sun numbers. 1854. P. Diddy, how old is he right now? 54. I keep saying it's the year of the Sun. Kobe Bryant wore the number 24. He's the son of an NBA player. Ken Griffey wore number 24. He's the son of an MLB player. He's junior. The Sun. I should show y'all why they call the Sun the Sun. Right? The sun that rises in the morning, sets at night. That sun. They call the sun for a reason. I told you about the guy who asked me, well, what is God? He told me God was all these people's faces put together in one. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm not going to knock your theory. And then he asked me, what do I think? Because I laughed at him. So he asked me, what do I think God was? And I said it's a ball of light. It's just like the sun, but it ain't the sun. You got to go past the sun. Right? And we might get there. I don't got that queued up. But we might get there, right? So boom. I seen the 18 and 54. And I said, oh, okay, cool. Then I also remembered there's a player on the Charlotte Hornets. His name is Miles Bridges. Remember, the boat hit the bridge and the bridge fell over. So, and this player's name is Miles Bridges. So I said, oh, hold on, wait a minute. This might be a clue. So I seen that I was about to call them the New Jersey Nets, but the Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn Nets played too on March 27th, the day after the bridge fell. So I said, hold on. Mikal Bridges is the best player. And yeah, Miles Bridges is the best player on Charlotte. Mikal Bridges is the best player for the Brooklyn Nets. I said, well, I'm gonna take the Nets too. Maybe all the Bridges win. You feel me? After the bridge collapsed in Baltimore, home of the Moors, maybe all the Bridges is gonna win tonight. It's March 27th. I was just talking about this. Steph Curry plays for the team. They got a bridge on their jersey. That's their jersey logo is the bridge. I said they might win too. Shit. Put a little money on it, I was feeling real good about Charlotte with that 54 and 18 record. There it is, 18 and 54. And as I said, the two numbers go together like peanut butter and jelly, baby. Like peanut butter and jelly. I said, hold on, wait a minute. Maybe the Bridges will win too. Oh, yeah, they got it together. And then Golden State Warriors with the bridge, the actual bridge on the jersey. I don't think that bill gonna pass until this. Whoo, I don't even want to say it, but you feel me though. You gotta feel me. I don't want to say it, but you gotta feel me. Come on. The infrastructure bill, Joe Biden's infrastructure bill. This is the most famous bridge in the world. Definitely in America. San Francisco Golden Gate Bridge. Something's up. I just say that. I just say something's up. Something's up. We got Lou Gossett passing away on Good Friday. Won an Oscar for playing, I believe, a captain. Looked like of the Navy. The Navy uses ships. We done had all these occult rituals with ships. And that brought me back to maritime admiralty law. And I said the Moors know maritime admiralty law better than anybody. Moors, Baltimore. Oh no. I want it to make common sense. If it don't, let me know. Let me know. If I ain't making common sense, let me know, bro. I want this stuff to make common sense. As they said, we ain't in a religious time right now. So why bother? I'm still gonna go in. I'm still gonna fight the good fight, bro. Real bad month. Real bad month. Knock out one of the pillars and take out the whole bridge. Right? Is the bridge symbolism for the dome? Because that's what this is. This is Freemason cosmology. That's the creator looking in on his creation. Through a lens. That's Polaris. Right? They talk about hollow earth. They don't ever. We'll get to it. Y'all remind me about hollow earth, bro. We're gonna talk about hollow earth. We're gonna talk about flat earth too. But the hollow earth theory, we got to deal with that too. So knocking out the pillar took out the bridge, right? Ancient flat earth cosmology. All of them picture the earth is the Mayans, the Navajo, the Inca, the Norse, the Celtics, the Chinese. The Chinese up to 8 now. I forgot the exact year, but the Chinese is more recent. They kept their cosmology, for a longer time than everybody else. But the Egyptians, right, with Nut and Geb and Shu, the Hebrews, the Hindu, with the great serpent as the protected covering, the Ark of the Covering, the Ark of the Covering. Well, I'm gonna make a creation so perfect, so dope, and not cover that. Excuse my language. Not cover that bitch up. If I'm gonna make a creation so dope, so fantastic, and I'm not gonna cover that bitch up to make sure it don't get fucked up. Come on, man. Knock it out the peeler for the whole bridge can fall. Where am I going with this? I talked about this a while back. Here go the CERN logo. Right? There's a CERN logo. 3 sixes. All spiral together. Spiral and spirit share the same root word. So there might be something there with a spiral and a spirit. Think about a tornado. how they say tornadoes form, right? Warm air mixes with cold air, and they come together and they make a tornado, a spiral, a spirit, spiral, spirit. Let's look at the CERN machine. This is the CERN machine, right? I've showed you this symbolically. I've showed you this before. Using sacred geometry, I've showed you this image before. And I don't want to make you a flat earther. You don't got to be a flat earther. You do not have to be a flat earther, bro. But I'm gonna know. You just say use the common sense. Cause I done broke this stuff down to people, just random people, and they be like, "Yo, I, I get it. I definitely get it. It's the same. It's the same thing. This is what I say when I say that they reverse engineer what the creator has already done. Right? And this is a flat earth map. Now you can laugh at it all you want. I don't care. I don't give a fuck, bruh. And I think a lot of people need to learn how to not give a fuck, bruh. Because they gonna call you a 10-4 header. Y'all they came to me and said, yo, man, people don't believe this shit I'm saying. I'm like, yeah, I know. People think they already know it all, bruh. And people won't humble themselves to learn new shit. They will not. And they will spite you for trying to teach them new shit. This shit ain't for everybody, bro. That's why there's secret societies. Oh, we want to know the secret. No, the fuck you don't. Oh, we want to know the secrets. We want to know the secret so bad. Oh, we're digging and we're digging. No, the fuck they don't, bro. Most of the people are bullshitting. You're full of shit. They don't want to know the secrets. It really it's not no secrets. Look at life. Look at the birth of your child. Look at that shit. Pay attention. That's why this was the first image. Pay attention to what's going on around you. Stop listening to every motherfucking body. They don't got the answers, B. And if they do, they're not. Why the fuck would they give them to you? You got to be out on your own journey and find shit out on your own. Nobody's just gonna give you the answer. You got to be a detective with this shit and be able to put shit together. Because the goal is divide and conquer. That's the goal. Divide and conquer. I told my homeboy at work, I said, I believe all the religions is basically saying the same thing at the end of the day. He's like, nah, there's no way. You know, I just left the conversation right there. You know, there's no need for me to go even further, bro. I want you to believe what you want to believe anyway. I'm born on the 13th of the month. My magnetism should attract everything I want. 13 is for magnetism. I'm not about to be out in the street with a fucking soapbox trying to save. So get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm not. Believe whatever the fuck you want. This is the same thing, the same image, bro. You see those lines, longitude, latitude lines. That's where, when they meet up, that's where the pyramids. That's where the pyramids hit at. The ancients knew what the fuck they was talking about. Up here want me to believe McGraw Hill. You want me to believe Bill Gates. You want me to believe. Nah, I'm not. I'm definitely not. And they may say some real shit every now and again, but You need common sense. It's no getting around it, bro. This shit got to make common sense. The most common sense thing for me, what really changed my mind and made me be like, yeah, okay, I, I'm a flat earther, and I'm a person that don't even like labels. Is the surface of water is always trying. That's a law of water. It's always trying to be level. If you try to get your picture as level as possible, as straight as possible, you're gonna get a leveler. And what's in that leveler? It's not no high technology. It's not no high science. It's water in there. Because water has a law. The surface of it is gonna always find flat, perfectly flat level. And they say this earth is 75% water. Yeah, I know there's hills. I know there's mountains. I know there's valleys. I know all that shit. Come on now. But the majority of this is we talking about water, bro. And I'm pretty sure you got a water bottle right in front of you. Look right now. If you got a water bottle right in front of me, or go run to the refrigerator right quick. Run to the refrigerator right quick. See if the top of that water, the surface of that water is not perfectly level, bro. Okay, now we was talking about water. We was talking about the woman's water breaking. You came from water, so they like, okay, he's commerce. Boom. Let's get a certificate for him. That's your birth certificate. You get a birth certificate, right? They take your feet, your soles of your feet, soul of your feet. This is a battle for the souls. They want souls. This is why we've been talking about the Jesuits lately. Where do you think all this come from? Right? The language that I'm speaking right now matches directly up with the date today. It's Good Friday. It's a it's a spiritual day, so I'm letting the spirits flow. I'm letting the spirits flow. That's the bull god that you came from. That's why the woman wore the crown of horns. You can see her with the bull, the Taurus, Hathor. Because through these horns comes life, come the soul. All right. And the etymology of soul is what? The mind. The etymology of the soul is the mind. Spirit is breath. The etymology of spirit is breath. But the etymology of the soul is mind. This is all about your mind. This is all about your mind, bro. She did run the world. Was it her? But was it one woman by herself? No. But there was just an understanding of how this world came to be. It came from 0 point energy. It didn't come from 1 point energy. It came from zero. The womb, the zero, nothingness. She internalizes everything. She don't forget. I got an old lady. Trust me, I know. She don't forget shit. She remember conversations. I couldn't imagine sitting around thinking about a conversation I had 2 weeks ago. But women do that. They do that shit, bro. Something happened. There was a big change. There was a big shift. They started writing shit down, right? This is where Thoth come from. Now Thoth is the god of books and magic. Books and magic. I'm telling you, I believe what they call in the Bible, Dead Sea Scrolls, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, that was the first grimoire. The first book was a grimoire. A grimoire is a book of magic spells. And I know it's hard for a lot of people to believe you under a spell. No, you. That's how you wake the fuck up. Just realize that I'm under a spell. The rebirth through Christ, rebirth through man. When real birth, you could see it. It come from the woman who got the uterus, just shaped like the bull. And that's why they call it the bull. It's easy. It's simple shit. When you know how to look at it, development of writing. They predated the 3500 BCE. That's cool with me. All right, well, cool. What had to happen after that? They needed a king. This is when shit started. This is when shit started to switch up. Because what's my story? I'm gonna ask y'all this. What's my story? Can y'all tell me my story? Because I'm pretty sure you could tell me history. You can tell me history all you want. History is his story. You know all about his story. But what's your story? What's my story? My story is a mystery. My story is a mystery. Here's Normer. Boom, you got the development of writing, and soon after you got a king. Or Pharaoh, the one who rules the land, putting one man above the other. Now, in the Bible, they tell it like this: God bless them and God bless them. Be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth and subdue it, the earth. And have dominion over the fish of the sea and over the birds of the air and over the living things that move around upon the earth. Normer is namer. When you gave him dominion, he started to name things. Then he started to write it down. Come on, bruh. Normer is namer. He's the namer. That's why God have dominion over it. All living things. Dominion. He rules over it. He conquers it. He becomes the king. Because he's the namer. He's the one that named everything. And I meant to talk about language too. I don't think we got time for that today, but definitely meant to talk about language. And the first language is sign language. But this language was developed for MK Ultra purposes, magic. I'm gonna keep putting them words together. Let's see. Now I could swear it says 6,000 years, but I might be wrong, bro. They said after 1,000 years. Let's go to this. Because if it was 6,000 years, that will go right along with the written history. We will be coming up on 6,000 years because I believe the Jewish people they got the date and time right. They got the date and time right. So yeah, we got Normer being namer, God gave dominion over him for the animals. After 6,000 years, Satan will be set free from his prison. That's the story I heard, but now they're saying 1,000. So, I don't want to deviate from the story. So 6,000 is 6,000. All right, and 1,000 is 1,000. So we're just gonna rock with 1,000. But y'all can see where I was trying to go. Well, we're gonna just skip over that part. We're gonna keep it pushing, bro. Let's keep it pushing. Now, hollow earth theory. They said the earth is hollow. To a certain degree, I can agree with this. To a certain extent, I can agree with it. What they're not telling you is that the earth is holographic. It's a hologram. Earth is a hologram. Why are you saying Earth is a hologram, Leo? All right, so what color is the ocean? I'm asking. What color is the ocean? All right. Now, after I ask that, what color is the sky during the daytime? What color is the sky? All right, blue, right? Now, I'm gonna start off with the silly part first. If you go up in the air, go up into that blue sky, right? As far as you can go, get you a cup, get you a scoop of it, get a nice sample, right? So we talking science. Get a nice sample of the sky. Bring it back down, and then look at that jar. I guarantee it's clear, right? And then you go into that ocean that you said was blue, and you get a scoop of that. Get a nice cup, get with a lid on it. Get a nice sample of that, right? We talking science, and then bring that cup back to the shores, to the bank, right? Put your money where your mouth is. You get a nice scoop of that water, that blue ocean water, and I'll guarantee that water clear. What am I trying to get at? We out of Smurfs. I'm right there. That should prove the blue beam holographic Earth, the holographic Earth. And I got a picture to show too next. All right, that should. When you go get that air, I know that's silly, that's clear. But if you go get that water and that water come back clear, it ain't blue. What's making it blue? I'm gonna give y'all time to think about that. Hold on.
(1949) Porky Pig and Charlie Dog cartoon.
Hark! What's that? Look! It's the towers! They're falling! Ah!
1963 Wonder Woman comic book cover. 1970 30 Seconds Over New York, book by Robert Bacard. 1973 Godzilla vs. Megalon movie poster. 1973 Superman comic. 1975 Cracked magazine cover. 1976 9/11, a book by Thomas Chastain. 1976 Sesame Street magazine cover. 1976 Spidey Super Stories comic book cover. 1978 Super Friends TV show, the episode entitled Monolith of Evil. 1978 Dr. John, City Lights album cover. 1979, Meteor movie poster. 1979, Supertramp, Breakfast in America album cover. 1979, Saga, Images at Twilight album cover. 1979, Pakistan International Airlines ad. 1983, Def Leppard, Pyromania album cover. 1983, a book by Jose Borja. 1985, G.I. Joe, episode 46.
You just stand right there, Sonny. Straight ahead and hold still whilst we scan you.
Hey! Transaction approved. Subject's retinal scan matches no known dissident, subversive, or enemy of state on file. Have a nice day.
Hey! Come back here! This money ain't no good! It's U.S. dollars! Absolutely worthless!
1986, Daredevil comic book cover. 1986, Real Ghostbusters, Season 1, Episode 12. 1986, Dream Machine.
There's computers where the resolution is so high that you can never tell that it was ever touched by anything, which raises the whole question of photography as evidence of anything. I don't even think people are aware of how much computer graphics is used today. There's just a whole question now of what is real.
Create a new reality by adding an erupting volcano to the San Francisco skyline. Or remove the World Trade Center from the New York City skyline.
1987, The Squeeze movie cover. 1987, cover of Fortune International magazine. 1988, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Season 2, Episode 7.
Oh, bad news, Master Splinter. Shredder is up to something, but he ran off before we could discover what.
All we know is it had something to do with the Twin Towers.
Sooner or later, he will reveal his plan.
Like, what do you suppose Shredder's up to this time? Michelangelo, you heard April's message. He's been spotted on the roof of the World Trade Center.
It's for sure he's not there for the view.
Hey! Hang on! We're gonna crash!
1988, Microsoft Flight Simulator. 1989, WWF.
What were your thoughts then?
Jesus Christ. Oh man, I ain't seen this video in a while, bro. But oh man, it's too much, bro. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, man. Hit that like button.
9, Jason Takes Manhattan movie poster. 1991, Terminator 2.
Caution, 9/11.
1991, Spider-Man comic. 1991, Tetrastar video game. 1992, King of Monsters video game. 1992, Rugrats Season 2, Episode 14.
Nice hair, Cynthia, doll.
Of course you do. And if you're a good little girl,
A Teenage Nuclear Fusion Squad video game.
Well...
A Rocco Mr. X exploding smash-up doll. A Beverly Hills Cynthia lunchbox. A Pony. And a 9/11 emergency surgical kit with working stethoscope.
1993, X-Men Season 1, Episode 12.
They want action. They want protection. They want revenge.
Why did she call it 9/11? That was crazy. It seemed like she would have said 911.
Teenage Nuclear Fusion Squad video game.
Well...
A Rocco Mr. X exploding smash-up doll. A Beverly Hills Cynthia lunchbox. A Pony. And a 9/11 emergency surgical kit with working stethoscope.
1993, X-Men Season 1, Episode 12.
They want action. They want protection. They want revenge. The mutant control law is passed, calling for an army of sentinels. They march over the nation, seeking out mutants, hunting them down like animals.
Surrender, mutant.
Some fight back. But not for long.
Now, who you think the mutants is? With the superpowers. The ones that's third eyes open. Look, let me tell you something about the third eye. The third eye is called the epiphysis gland. Epiphysis gland. The third eye is called the epiphysis gland. So if you're not having epiphanies, I got buddies that's running around like, you know, I get to talking to them. Like, now my third eye open, man. My third eye open. Like, I ain't even got the, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even got to really spit my shit yet. And, you know, it's like they want to close me out and just like, now my third eye open. Nah, your third eye ain't open until you start having epiphanies. It's the epiphysis gland. Those are the ones. Those are the mutants, because everybody else went through the Rockefeller school system. It was to keep you dumbed down.
The Sentinels herd the surviving mutants into detention camps. The camps are your final stop. You never leave. Never! But those who control the Sentinels don't stop with mutants. Eventually, they bring their new world order to all humans.
1993, Super Mario Bros. The movie. 1994, Iron Man cartoon, Season 1, Episode 5.
Unidentified warplane sighted heading for New York City.
Our detection system shows nothing. Mayday! Mayday! New York is under attack! Intercept and destroy!
A force field is shielding the warplane. It's getting through.
It's time. We will now strike at the heart of American defense and destroy the Pentagon with one swift and deadly blow.
Get the fuck out. Hold on, wait a minute.
It's time. We will now strike at the heart of American defense and destroy the Pentagon with one swift and deadly blow.
1994, Aero Fighter 2 video game. (1994) Fantastic Four, Season 1, Episode 4.
Let me say this. I believe the same year that the Twin Towers was built is the same year that the 9/11 phone call was invented too. So you got 9/11. I mean, you know, call 911. the invention of that, you know, they ain't that old. And then the Twin Towers being built, ground being broke in the same year. And then boom.
(1994) Viceland magazine article. (1994) Friends intro debut. (1994) Deathstroke the Terminator comic book cover. 1995 The Tick, Season 1, Episode 12.
We are under attack! Things so monstrous! Terror unleashed from the sacred cotton candy place of our dreams! If anyone is out there listening, get out of town before it gets to you! And I'm out of here!
1995 Hackers.
Beat that.
1995 Philips Home Cinema commercial.
I'm sorry, gotta keep stopping it. But you see how I said crash and burn, bro? That was correct. Come on, man. This is the most filmed 2 buildings in the world. Right. Crash and burn.
1995 Philips Home Cinema commercial.
Pictures so real you won't believe your eyes. Dolby Prologic surround sound so exciting your eyes won't believe your ears. The ultimate home cinema televisions from Philips, including 100 Hz flicker-free pictures and widescreens. Philips, let's make things better.
1995 Illuminati card game. 1996 The Long Kiss Goodnight.
1993. World Trade Center bombing, remember? During the trial, one of the bombers claimed the CIA had advanced knowledge. The diplomat who issued the terrorist visa was CIA. It's not unthinkable they paved the way for the bombing purely to justify a budget increase.
You're telling me that you're gonna fake some terrorist thing just to scare some money out of Congress?
Well, unfortunately, Mr. Hennessy, I have no idea how to fake killing 4,000 people. So we're just gonna have to do it for real. Oh, blame it on the Muslims, naturally. Then I get my funding. Good night, old girl.
1996. This is a steal from Independence Day, but they show this briefly in the movie.
Yeah, hold up. Let's say 9/11, 01, 2001. There go the Twin Towers, and they are burning. What's that, 5 years before?
(1997) Men in Black cartoon, Season 1, Episode 6.
Slim, remember those Twin Towers?
Yeah, what about them?
I don't think they're gonna be so tall anymore.
Oh, no.
1997, The Simpsons, Season 9, Episode 1.
Oh, I'd love to see New York. We could all go with the bus company's special Super Sitter fare. $9? This one's on me. Great.
And real quick, here's a clip from Season 21, Episode 20, which is a continuation after 9/11.
Is this what the framers of the Constitution would want? How many personal freedoms are we willing to give up in the name of security?
That blonde girl thinks she's smart, like us dark hairs.
1997, Extreme Ghostbusters, Season 1, Episode 38.
I'm afraid it simply retreated in order to regenerate and regroup, readying for another attack.
Manhattan. Guys, I think it's time for some serious firepower.
1997, German Mario Bros. Comic. 1997, Emergency Response to Terrorism Self-Study. 1997, St. John's Cathedral. It has a Freemasonic sculpting depicting a disaster in New York. 1998, Armageddon.
And this, I'm telling you, man, this is going right along with what I'm showing you about this bridge collapsing. You know, the very next day, everybody with the bridges in their name wins. Even the team with a bridge on their logo, they win. Come on, bro. Now we got Louis Gossett Jr., a part of he won an Oscar for playing a Navy captain or general. I don't know what he was. You know, this is predictive programming, bro. Los Angeles Clippers, the white line from the movie that the Obamas produced the movie, son. Get the
Well, you know why? Because this is New York City. Anything could have happened. Look at that. Let me see. It could have been a terrorist bomb, a dead body, somebody shot, stabbed. And it's Friday payday, too. Somebody probably jumped and get that paycheck.
$1998, The Parent Trap.
How weird is that? Extremely.
1998, A Steal from the Movie Godzilla. 1998, Pirelli Tires Ad. 1999, Batman Beyond, Season 2, Episode 12.
Vibration, it's gonna knock down the towers.
The towers are falling. Get away from there.
No use pleading. You're dead.
$1999, Fight Club. $1999, The Matrix.
And those are the, the 9/11 buildings built like an 11 World Trade Centers. That was represent male and female, the duality of this world, and for them to replace it with a single building, it just let you know, that's the agenda. They want you single. They want you lonely. They want you by yourself. They want you paranoid. You know. And if you knock down one, like we just seen with this boat crash, it ain't too long that the other one will come falling down. They try to blame the downfall of humanity on the woman, like they did with Eve. And they doing it today. If you watch these podcasts, they blame the woman for the downfall of society. And he's like, the woman is supposed to follow the man. What man? Motherfuckers need to look in the mirror, yo. It ain't a lot of men out here. It ain't a lot of adults, period. But it definitely ain't a lot of adult men. I get y'all fellas one. When you see these women taking pictures and they got their tongue out and they poking their ass out and they shaking their ass, that's rebellious. That's what that is. They're, they don't even know it. That's rebellious behavior. Who are they sticking their tongue out at? Who are these motherfuckers flipping the middle finger at taking pictures and shaking your butt? That's what little kids do. So I give you that, but who is it to follow though? Who's the man supposed to be following? He supposed to be following God, Allah, the Creator, but that's not who we following anymore. We follow science and technology. Man chose to follow science and technology, not God and the Creator. They don't even know they don't even know who the hell that is now. A lot of men. So a woman will still follow you. It's just who are you following on this earth realm? They ain't gonna just follow anybody. They ain't gonna just submit to just anybody. You can ask them, they'll tell you. I'm not just submitting to anybody. And they know they more in tune with the earth than you are. These motherfuckers have no clue, no idea, bro. That's why the rant today. That's why it's a rant today.
2000, Rugrats in Paris. 2000, The Patriot.
9 pounds, 11 ounces. That's perfect.
More like The Patriot Act. 2001, New York Magazine. Interestingly enough, it says, "Is there life beyond the boom?" And it also has the one eye symbolism. 2001, March, The Lone Gunman.
You're saying our government plans to commit a terrorist act against a domestic airline?
There you go. Indicting the entire government as usual. It's a faction. A small faction.
For what possible gain?
The Cold War's over, John. But with no clear enemy to stockpile against, the arms market's flat. But bring down a fully loaded 727 into the middle of New York City, and you'll find a dozen tin pot dictators all over the world just clamoring to take responsibility and begging to be smart bombed.
I can't believe it. This is about increasing arms sales. When?
Tonight?
Manual override.
– 2001, June, just months before the events took place. The Coop, Party Music, album cover.
The Coop, the co-op. These people need help, bro. All right, before I lose y'all, let's get back into it, man. Let's try to finish off, man. I got one more video to show. That's going to be later on. I want to talk about 0 point energy for a second, right? The womb, the cosmic womb. We think there's other planets out there with life on it and shit. Like I said before, extraterrestrial is extra, meaning more. Terra, meaning Earth. More Earth is extraterrestrial. AO is for the astro. But extra Terra is more Earth. So outside of this ice wall will be more Earth, more lands. All right. And Sir Admiral Byrd, he flew over the ice wall and he said that he seen lands as big as the Americas. Right on the outside. So, all right, where we stopped at? We stopped at holographic Earth. And I asked a question. If you go get a scoop of sky, which is the dumb question, I guarantee that scoop of sky, even though we say it's blue, the sky is blue. You go get a scoop of it, that motherfucker gonna come back clear. If you go and we say the oceans is blue too, if you go get a scoop of that and you bring it back to the shores, it's gonna be clear. What is making it blue? And like I said, we are all the Smurfs. That's why the racism shit, I don't even deal with it no more, bro. And anybody that I catch dealing with it, I'm like, I'm suspicious of your ass. I'm very suspicious of your ass because now black and white is nobody's really black, nobody's really white. These is Freemasonic terms. We all the Smurfs. We all blue because of the light. Now this light is shining from below up, but there's a star called Polaris. That's the Project Blue Beam. That's the blue beam that's making what we think is reality. That's some deep shit. Making what we think is solid matter, right? What's the name of that group, bro? Pink Floyd. That's their album cover. That pure light, right? Coming from the, what we call the creator. You know how you ever been put under what they call it? Anesthesia, sedated by the dentist or the doctor, and you wake up and that bright ass light is in your face, that bright, pure white light. And then you hear people talk about, yeah, I had a near death experience and I seen the light. Or they say, I had a near death experience and I seen God. What did God look like? Just was a light. Then when I tell people that's what it is, it's a ball of light. That's why Baal is a thing for the occult. Right? And you got it's coming through a pyramid, and then boom, the rainbow colors on the other side. This is the Earth. This is what I'm showing you, the holographic Earth. This is how this comes to be. This is Polaris, right? And all these other stars, which you can't see them. Well, you can't see it on this picture, but other stars that's around Polaris. I got a picture of it somewhere. We'll get to it. I don't need to. I'm gonna pick up the pace here in a second. Basically, holes in the firmament, with Polaris being the brightest star, being the biggest hole. That's the one that's that eye in the Freemasonry cosmology. That's Polaris right there. That's the eye of God, the eye of the Creator shining through. It's the same thing as this. The Earth. They say the Earth is a pyramid. It's pyramid shaped. I'm gonna show you the shape of the Earth, but that's what they say. The Earth, the real sharp shape of the Earth is a pyramid. I didn't want to go to that. That's a 3D view of it. That's pretty nice. But then see these colors lead to those 7 colors lead to. Hold on. I got a lot. So, okay, here go Polaris with the stars around it. That will be the eye guy in the middle, in the center, right? The mid of L. And then these other stars go around it like a carousel. The lit up carousel with the animals on it, right? The zodiac, the cosmology. The cosmos, right? Just like the maypole with the pole in the center. Polaris. Then you got the North Pole, which I don't even call the North Pole no more. I call it the center pole. North Pole, center pole, right? This is the maypole. Why do you think all these people was out here? Just for fun and games? Nah, this is symbolism. And they're all tethered to the maypole, that center pole, right? That's the umbilical cord from the heavens to the earth to mid L, hell. The soul. I'm skipping too far ahead. Let's get back to it. All right, there go Pink Floyd album. Before that, I was showing the holographic Earth. That's a hollow Earth. It's for the holographic Earth. This is what the creator creation. Okay. Now, like I said, they said rebirth comes through man. You got to be reborn again through man, through Jesus Christ, which is taking power away from the woman. We could say she's still there because, Mary, if you look at the whole story, bro, just don't let nobody just tell you what to think and how to interpret this stuff. You could figure it out because, science is designed this. The scientist is designed this. All right. 0 point energy. That zero got a -1, -2, and +1, +2, so on and so on. All these numbers come from this zero, the 0 point energy. Now, this is what is surrounding us, right? Which is a torus field, an electromagnetic field that surrounds us, surrounds the earth. This will be flat earth right here with round earth. Yeah, that's right. It's flat and it's round. Let me show you this picture. That's what I was talking about, the upside down, where everything is backwards in this world. I thought we was on the top. I thought this was us up here. Nah, we on the bottom. We're upside down. We're trying to get back to this level, and the goal is to keep you here. All right. Now, this is what you're looking at right now. That's the Tesla logo. This is how I know. This is how I know. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Look at the Tesla logo with the dome over top, and the cavity in the middle, right? And the tornado, the T, right? The spiral or the spirit winding down. It's the same thing right here. It's the Tesla logo. Electric cars, electromagnetic energy. It's the same thing. We talk about the same thing. That's that logo. That's the North Pole. I thought we was on the top, but no, we're on the bottom. We're in the upside down. That's the trick. Right? Now, the North Pole that's the 0 point energy. That's where it looked like. I was just talking about this number the other day, the number 6. I said that's Mary holding the baby. That's the same thing that's at the North Pole. Let's see if I can find Mercator map right quick. I got so much. There we go. That's Mercator's map. This is the four corners of the earth right here. This is the reason for the cross, right? The cross, the crash, and Jesus sitting at the middle. Now look at let me show you the rock. This is Mary holding the baby. That's the little baby's head. This is Mary with a crown on top. Rupus niger, the ripple, the black ripple, the ripple effect. All energy is coming from here. All compasses point from this point on. You see why they say Santa Claus is there with the candy cane? Because of the candy cane stripe right here. Now this energy pulsate is out. This is the strongest energy in the world. What's the strongest energy in the world? What is the strongest energy in the world? Somebody let me know. The most powerful energy in the world. It's the Mason. What did you just say, Dave? What did you just say, Dave? The most powerful energy in the world is the Mason? Break that word down, though. Break that word down. It's the Mason? No, it's the my sun. It's the the moon and the sun. It's the mother's love for the son is the most powerful energy in the world. That is that's what's being magnified at that 0 point energy point that I've been talking about, bro. I'm gonna make y'all flat earth, bro, whether you like it or not. Y'all gonna talk to me about flat earth. Fuck that. That's that 0 point energy. This is Mercator map. That's that rock I'm showing y'all. That black rock at the center of the earth that's causing the ripple effect. You see this? This is like glass breaking. You could tell the impact, ground zero. You could tell where the impact is looking at a glass break because it looks just like this. The simulation set it up to remind you this is the most powerful energy in this world. Is magnetism. I just heard a brother. I was watching. I showed y'all what was her name, Aquarius Maximus, right? And she was talking about how women are gonna take over and stuff like that. And on that same channel, boom. So my algorithm was like, "Oh, he likes this channel. We're gonna show him some other stuff." Boom. They showed me this dude, RFG Chosen One. That's why I'm really ranting today. Because of him. Because of RFG Chosen One. And he said the most powerful energy in this world is static electricity. That pissed me off so bad that he would leave out magnetism. We'll talk about magnetism is the magic. You ain't gonna feel it, you ain't gonna see it. But I'm telling you, that is it. That is the most powerful energy in this world is magnetism. This world is made up of 90% magnetism, 10% electricity. And he said you can't get and he even dissed magnetism. He said you can't get electricity without. No, he said you can't get magnetism without electricity. No, it's the other way around, fool. That magnet is controlling everything. Hold on. I just remember why I'm pissed off. That magnet in the middle is causing the ripple effect. That's why he's the Black Grim Reaper. Ripple Reaper. Yeah, that dude pissed me off. That's how you gonna? You just doing like the church, and you just gonna leave out the Great Mother, huh? And these is the woke conscious people. This is the conscious community. You might as well be a Jesuit, bro, because the sun is electric, and that's what they praise. That's a sun coat, so it's an electricity coat. Your nation can't get started until y'all figure out electricity. That's why Zeus is holding the lightning bolt. When they discover some shit, they make a deity to pinpoint, oh yeah, this is our discovery. This is our great discovery. But Tesla tell you, Nikola Tesla, not Elon, Nikola Tesla tell you, yeah, it's magnetism, bro. That's why they roll with Einstein. They said fuck Tesla. That's why they roll with what's your boy name? Thomas Edison. Direct current versus Nikola Tesla's AC current. Nikola Tesla lit up the World Fair back in the early 1900s using his current. Nikola Tesla will tell you it's all about magnetism. That's why his inventions was shaped the way they was. The Nikola Tesla uh, electricity coil. It all leads back to what I'm talking about, bro. The 0 point energy, that's magnetism, right? That's the feminine principle of all this. They all come from her. And they replaced it. Look at the timeline. At this timeline that I'm showing you right here, it's the same thing as this. Just think of it like this. This is AD, after death, or whatever they call it now. And then you got BC, which was before Christ when I was growing up. And this was after death when I was growing up, and this was before Christ. Now they changed it to something. It's BCE now, but this is the same thing. And time is split by Christ's birth. Right here. It's the same thing. That's why you got AD and BC. This is, basic science. This is the basics. A split in time. This man, birth and death caused a split in time. Man. But they'll tell you in science, boom, it all come from the zero. We know who this is. This is that womb. This is the bull god. This is Baal. Let's keep it pushing. All right, so yeah. Jesus Christ's birth. It's the same thing as Mayat. These timelines, boom, there you see equal on both sides, sun and moon, the two pillars, right? And then in the middle, the energy gets so great that it creates a large torus field, the bull god. And like I showed you, that's her uterus. The bull god is her uterus. The tornado. The spiral is the spirit. The spiral is the spirit. Now this stuff is so old and ancient, bro. Now look, you see the waters above, right? They got waters above, waters below. Look, above her, right? Which her name is Nut. All right. All right. I just gotta go with it, bro. I just gotta flow with it, man. To bust a nut. That's why her name is Nut. All right. You see him holding his hands up like he's about to score a touchdown, like somebody scored a touchdown. Nah, he's spinning. Like I showed you with the Polaris store, how all the stars are spinning around Polaris, right? He's spinning like he's spinning the pizza dough. He's spinning her like he's spinning pizza dough. That's what that symbol really is. Nut. That's why if you want to go to outer space, you got to be an astro what? Her name is Nut. If you want to go to outer space, like they said, they go to the moon. I ain't even calling it a lie no more. It's just theater. Her name is Nut. If you want to go to the moon, if you want to go to outer space, you got to be an astro what? Not nut. The astro. Yeah, it's getting graphic, bro. Hit the like button. 18 and over right now. We done went here. If you're younger than 18, turn this shit off right now. I ain't gonna go too crazy, but I gotta get my point across. I gotta get my point across. All right, let's go. Her name is Nut. This is Gib. That's Shu for Yeshua. He's spinning this around. He's the guy between two worlds. He's spinning her around. That's a soul over his head. All right, because that's what you are. You're a soul. When I say, all right, y'all know my name is David. When I say I am David, that's really not correct. David is the I am. It's the opposite. That's why I said this world is upside down. When I say I am David, like I'm this physical body, that's not true. David is the I am. I pull up the Bible verse. Moses asked, "What is God's name?" Because he's like, "Yo, I got all these laws, and they want to, I know my people. I know my Hebrew Israelites. I know they gonna want to know, where I get these laws from. I don't want them to think I made it up. So, God, what is your name?" And God said, "I am the I am." So when you say I am such and such, you ain't such and such. Whatever that being was that said I am, that's who the fuck you are. Whatever that being was that said I am, you can stop there. You believe that that's you, and you know that's cool. That's why I said this world is the upside down. This is the backwards world. That's why everything's backwards. I am David. No, that's not true. That's false. David is the I am. You're a being. You're a soul. Let me show you. Let me show you. Where is that? So there you go. Cause you really small. You think you big. You think you 6 foot. You think you 230. You think you 200 pounds. You think you 190. You think you 5'9". Nah, you're really small. The real you. They showed you in Men in Black. This is Men in Black right here. And you see he's sitting down. It's the seat of the soul. Is the pineal gland. He said, "I fought with God." Jacob said he fought with God. He wrestled God on Mount Peniel. It's the small man in control. When I say I am David and I say that's false, no. Picture this is me. David is the I am, the soul, the spirit, the astronaut, the big head astronaut. Look at these astronauts. And they're usually tethered. They usually got something tied to them too. But a big head astronaut going to the magnet. The egg is magnetized. The egg is magnetized, bro. Hold on. Let's go here right quick. Yeah, that's her. Internalizes everything. You gotta love her. You can't live with her. You can't live without her. But it is what it is, bruh. The egg is magnetized, right? So that means the sperm is electric. And they gotta travel his way and find his way to this magnetized egg, and the egg got 7 layers to it. Egg got 7 layers to it. You, as a being, you got 7 layers to you too. I don't know. Here go the 7 Orishas, African powers. Obatala, Ochun, Yimiya, Elegua, Chango, Ochun. 7 Orishas. Aura Shus. Aura Shus. The 7 Orishas. Like I said, God builds in 7. He built you in 7 too. That's why when I showed the Pink Floyd album with the white light coming through and then it comes out to 7, that's you. 7 colors, 7 continents, 7 seas, 777. The 7 Orishas. You got 7. Where is that? The human aura. 7 chakras. These are your auras. Like I said, the little man from Men in Black, that's you. The real you is small. Once you get through all these layers. The 7 Orishas, the 7 auras. Hold on, wait a minute. Maybe you ain't into African spirituality. Well, what about this? The 7 candlesticks. It's called the menorah. Another aura. The men auras. Men's aura. We all man according to, certain books. The men aura, said with 7 candlesticks. Aura. It's all about the aura. That is your Taurus field. So you got a magnet creates a Taurus field where you got a heart that pumps iron. That heart pumps iron. Any metal that's spinning at a fast level will create an aura field. It's as simple as like that astro. Let's go back to the astronaut though. The astronaut. Astronaut. Let's finish this up. Now, sperm is light, and light is intelligence. All right. Now, how do I know sperm is light? If anybody watch CSI, Forensic Files, any of that stuff, they'll tell you. They know. They got to get a black light to find it. They ain't looking for water. They ain't looking for Kool-Aid. Well, what are they looking for when they're using the black light in Forensic Files? FBI files, all that stuff. They're looking for the sperm. Now, I said the egg is magnetized. So the sperm is electric. Now, this is your life. This is my life. This is our life. And how we got here. So it ain't nothing to be ashamed of, bro. Ain't nothing to be ashamed of. This is our life. This is how we got here. The egg is magnetized for the sperm to get to it. Because it's blind, right? It's Magoo. It was driving that boat. To get in the egg and drill through the 7 layers, right? Like the Tesla sign. You see these squiggly? Why is it squiggly like that? All right. Why is it a spiral spirit effect? Why is it a spiral to that? Because in order to get to, like I said, this astronaut going to the moon. We know the moon is feminine. All right. They was just showing you the sperm going to the egg. That was all that was about. Wasn't about nothing else. But in order for that sperm to get inside that egg through the 7 layers of the egg, it got to drill through it, or it could just spirit. Now I said two words at once. It got to spirit. That's why I got them squiggly lines on it, because it got to spirit this. In order for your life to come to fruition, it had the spirit. That's why the genie, the Nagas, the footless ones, which we've been talking about, right? With Mary stepping on the serpent head, the serpents on the crown of the Egyptians, the ancient Egyptians. There's a reason why the genie got the squiggly lines too, because you, as the father, want your genes to live on. So you let your genies out to find the magic bruh. I'm taking another break, bruh. I'm gonna take another break, because if I ain't getting no likes, bruh, we gonna cut this short.
From the earliest known depictions of the Earth, it's always been.
You gotta tell them to leave a like. You gotta leave a comment in the comment section. You gotta tell these people to leave a like, bro, because they ain't listening to me. Ain't nobody listening to me, bro. Tell these people to leave a like. It's on you. It's your job. Because we can get back to it. Why the genie, dad want his genes to live on and make it to the magic lamp. But you gotta tell these people, hit the like button. Y'all gotta say it, bro.
Flat and enclosed by a dome. The Egyptians, Norse, Hindus, Mayans, Incas, Navajos, Hebrews, etc. all knew that the Earth is flat and covered by the firmament, which is basically an impenetrable barrier encapsulating the flat plane. The flat Earth model dominated for thousands of years. It wasn't until 1543 that Nicholas Copernicus proposed the heliocentric model of the universe. But even with that, flat earthers and the flat Earth model still went strong all the way up into the 1900s. We see proof of that with books like Zetetic Cosmogony by Thomas Winship, published in 1899. Terra Firma, The Earth Not a Planet, proved from Scripture, Reason, and Fact by David Wardlaw Scott, published in 1901. Or even Kings Dethroned by Gerard Hickson, published in 1922, where the author details all of the problems with heliocentrism and the mistakes made by people like Copernicus, Einstein, Newton, Kepler, etc. So we see from the beginning of time all the way until the 1900s, the flattened stationary Earth was going strong. In all honesty, flat Earth has never died. But for the sake of this video, we'll say up into the early and mid-1900s. In a magazine from August 1931 called Popular Science, explorer Auguste Piccard went on record stating, "It seemed a flat disk with an upturned edge after ascending 10 miles high on a balloon." 10 miles is only a little over 50,000 feet. Today, we have balloons going up to 121,000 plus feet, which is almost 23 miles, and the Earth still shows nothing but flatness. Not to mention, the horizon remains at eye level at that height, something that would not be possible if the Earth was a sphere. Mainstream science says that curvature becomes visible at 35,000 feet. It simply is not so. Now let's run through another timeline, the timeline of trying to hide the flat Earth. Now we're going to exclude Copernicus here. We know that heliocentrism, spinning ball Earth, has been pushed since the 1500s, but it wasn't until the 1900s that moves were made to hide the true shape and nature of the Earth. In fact, they started programming us in 1912, before Earth's shape was even proven, supposedly. With the founding of Universal Pictures, we have been shown a spinning globe before every movie by that company for over 100 years. But anyway, that started in 1912, and we kept cruising and kept cruising. And in 1946, we have Operation High Jump, where an expedition to Antarctica was led by Admiral Richard E. Byrd. They say they went to Antarctica to train, test equipment, and test the possibilities of establishing and maintaining military research bases. They claim to have charted the Antarctic coastline during this time. Who knows what else they found? Fast forward a little bit. 1955, Operation Deep Freeze. This is just an expansion of High Jump, where more research bases are added to Antarctica. Fast forward a little more, 1958. NASA is established, followed by the proposal of the Antarctic Treaty in 1959, and the implementation of it in 1961. The treaty basically puts Antarctica off limits to civilians, with the exception of guided tours that are carefully supervised.
Yeah, we can't just go to Antarctica and say we want to do some independent research on Antarctica. They're gonna be like, hell the fuck nah. Well, we can't just fly a drone over. No, hell nah. It's not happening, bro. Why is the question? Keep asking why. Just keep asking why. That should be your main question. We was talking about the pillars, bro. I forgot to tell you this too. The two pillars, the one pillar, we seen a boat knock out one pillar and then the whole thing fell. That's how it comes. Usually these pillars shouldn't come together and meet. You know what I'm saying? Like Tupac and Biggie, they probably should never met because well, it was once the one fall. All right, this is Biden and Trump too, red and blue. Once one falls, this is your brain too. You got a left hemisphere of your brain and a right hemisphere of your brain with the pineal gland in the middle. This is there's so many connections, bro. With the pineal gland in the middle, right? It's your mother legs. You coming out. That's the portal. That's the bull god, which would be the uterus. Now, my theory was, I'm gonna show you. The plot to open this is 47 weeks ago. Good numerology. The plot to open the biblical firmament, AI conspiracy tower of Babel. Babel. You're talking a lot. When you're talking, you're using spelling, and so you're creating spells and you're creating magic for yourself. That's why I showed you that video of the Moor saying, you don't want to call yourself black because that's a spell. That's what it is. And I don't know if y'all can see this, bro. Let me zoom in a little bit. This was the Sacramento Kings. They had hit a button and it'll create a laser beam. And this is what they called it. They called it a laser beam that would shoot up into the atmosphere. All right. I said that's symbolism for what we was talking about earlier, the CERN machines. And then you can see the CERN machine, the CERN logo is 3 6s, spirals into each other. Spiral is for the spirit. Spirit going in. The Naga, the genie, the jinn, all the same thing. And the serpent, right? It's the footless ones. They have no feet. The soul has no feet. And somewhere I got the picture of Mary stepping on the foot. But okay, so boom. The black light. So sperm is light, blood is light. I'll use to transfer information. All right, this is why I'm gonna just tell y'all fellas straight up. It's woman intuition, but if you're having sex with your woman, she's taking in your DNA. She's just like the moon. She's intuitive. What's the root word of intuitive? Or being your intuition. What's the root word of intuition? It's inward. So when y'all having XEX, X3X, she's taking in information. It's called cerebral spinal fluid. Cerebral meaning the mind. So you thinking that she's reading your mind? No, she just took in your information, so she know when you're up to some bullshit. She just knows it because, like I'm showing you right now, sperm is light, and light is. They've been trying to show us light is information. Like I said, God is a big ball of light, information. If you could tap in the source, I know y'all been hearing people say that a lot. Tap in the source. Source soon will be AI. By 2030, source will be AI. That would be the source. And if you ain't right with A, if you're not saying what AI is saying, they just go, they ain't fucking with you. They ain't gonna fuck with you. But the original source, what they're trying to get rid of, would be the creator. That ball of light, where that eye sits in the Freemason cosmology. On everybody else's cosmology, they usually got a ball of light. All right. So yeah, we was talking about the spiral of life. The spiral of life. The yin and the yang. The 6 and the 9 coming together. It's creating the tornado. The Tesla symbol. The Taurus field. All right. The 6 and the 9, the fish, the Jesus walking on water, the 2 fishes. Pisces. That's what the sperm is Pisces. So we got the uterus for the bull, Taurus, and we got the sperm representing Pisces. Can we get some more zodiac signs out the way, or the carousel, or the maypole? What about the eye, the archer, Sagittarius? That's that same image I showed you of the Earth. The flat Earth, longitude, latitude. That's your eye. The pupil, the student, the one that's sent here to learn. Pupil, pup L. I had some more of a pupil because pupil is a dope word, bro. Hold on, that's crazy. The pup L, the pupil, the student. Maybe that was it. Just a student. The center of the tornado. Upside down. We done went over this. All right. We cool. We good. We rocking. We rocking. Let's keep going. The 7 layers of you. Once you break all those 7 layers down, you got to be a small person. That's why the Egyptians will wear your heart with a feather, because you got to get small. You got to get little to get up out of here. Ego ain't gonna get your ass up out of here. Think you know everything ain't gonna get your ass up out of here. You got to get small. You got to get little to get up out of here. That's why I showed you the little man. Now he's just representing. That's the alien. That's the Nephilim. That's that's what they've been talking about. But this little man will just be a ball of light. In order to get return to sender, in order to return to the source, you got to get small. His ego can't be big. Y'all might have seen. I mean, a lot of us probably in the same age group. Y'all probably seen Dave Chappelle, the Chappelle Show, and one of his most famous sketches was Charlie Murphy meeting Rick James. And he said, the first time I met Rick James, he said, you know that shit they talk about, his aura? I can see that shit. It was orange. Now, why could he see out of all the people that he met in his lifetime? Why could he see Rick James or and nobody else? Rick James got too big. This is the outside world, right? This world. I'm gonna have to say this fake world building your aura up. That's what I was talking about with the football players. Why you think they surround the field? They surround the basketball players, right, with a stadium or a arena, and millions of fans are yelling and screaming at them. That's building that aura up. They get too big, and you can see it, and you can see it in their character. You can see it in the way they act. They get too big from all that love or hate. Don't matter. Hate go to the lower chakra, love go to the higher. And like I'm telling you, you got to get small to get up out of here, bro. You got to know. That's why they go to the lodge and they learn stuff like this about the orishas, about the menorah, the aura of man. Because this same field that's surrounding the earth is surrounding you too. Here we go, right here. You got an aura to you too. Making a cross. Hold on, that was the cross, right? That is the cross, right? Or am I tripping? Somebody let me know if I'm tripping. That's the cross. The cross represent the earth. Now, what about the Ankh? We got the cross. We got the Ankh. What about the Ankh, bro? I want to know about the Ankh. Here go the Ankh and the cross. Female, male. Is that right? Is that correct? We rocking with that? So I'm telling you, the cross represent the shape of the earth, like I just showed you. Let's go back to it. Here's the torus field, shape of the earth, the atmosphere or the dome, right? But on the bottom where we at is, this is a better picture right here. This will show you. It's called an inertia plane. And anything with a torus field around it is going to have an inertia plane. This is the part that we own, the flat part. Let's get all the way up in there. Right? Now the flat part will be the inertia plane. Now I'm going to show you a picture. See all these spirals like this. Here go the obelisk. Showing the same thing I'm showing you. I wanted an overview of the obelisk. All right, this is the Washington D.C. monument. Right, here's the overview of the obelisk. I was like, I guarantee it's sitting in the middle of a circle, and then boom, there. Because I had to get the overview. They just gonna show you pictures from the ground. I said I need an overview of the obelisk because I knew. And look, it's sitting right in the middle of a Vesica Pisces. Right, that womb, that portal, that vortex that we all come through, the Vesica Pisces, and then boom. There's the power symbol. That is the power symbol. Right? That's how you turn on your Xbox. It's been a while since I played video games, so the Xbox came with that power symbol right there. You wanted to make power, you wanted to turn on your Xbox, you wanted to power on your Xbox, you had to hit this symbol right here. Now, what is this symbol? This is the same thing I just showed you right here with the obelisk. It's sex. X3X. Well, what's gonna happen is you're gonna put on them Apple Pro Visions, and then you'll be like, oh well, there ain't no need to talk to women. And the goal is to make women seem like they're just intolerable anyway. And so, you just get on your Apple Pro Vision, and that'll be your sex, because they're showing you now there's power in X3X. the right way, done the right way. He's showing you right here. This power. This was the power. This is the old way. It's the old world order. Because her story has never been told. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best. Her story has never been told. All we did heard was his story. And my story will never be told. Mystery. My story is mystery. Her story will never be told. And all you gonna know is his story. What is this right here? That's a pregnant belly, right? In religion, that's the real. Hold on, I'm gonna show you. That is the real Ark of the Covenant. Because, like I said, man builds it forward. So this thing got, it's got four sides. It got edges and corners to it. So, if you know numerology, you know that 4 is the number of man. 4 is the number of man. So anything built in 4s and it was not built by the creator. Which is sad when you really think about it like that. Man really got to build in 4s, bro. He really just got to build boxes all the time. He got to build boxes and cubes, man. That's all he know. Boxes and cubes, bro. Like I said before, now this will represent the North Pole, Rupus Nigra. What I showed you with Mercator's map, the black rock that sits at the center of the earth, right? The center pole, what they call it the North Pole, right? And then Polaris will be right above this. Let's say this is the North Pole. Polaris would sit right above this, and there will be light that tethers the earth to the heavens, right? Coming from this black cube, this black box, which will be a mountain or pyramid shaped. Another reason for the pyramids. Now, this is information they know because they put the pyramid on the back of the dollar. They know this stuff. Would they tell you? No, hell no. They don't want you to know this shit. All right? And why all these people wearing white? Because they the stars. And then they walk around 7 times. Come on, bro. That's the black rock. Rupus Nigra sitting at the North Pole. All compasses point to it. Why? And they're the kings of misdirection. This is a spiritual battle, bro. This is a soulful battle. Should not get you to use common sense. That's their inertia plane. Everything comes with this. I told you, boy pissed me off when he didn't want to bring up magnetism, bro. He pissed me clean off. Oh, this is another thing that he said. He said there's an alien base. He said you only see one side of the moon, which is true. And he's like, this is RFG the truth, right? This is somebody I used to watch probably back in 2016. But sometimes you would outgrow people information, and that's probably what happened. But like I was saying, alien got live right in the middle of it. So he said you only see one side of the moon. On the dark side of the moon, there's an alien base back there. And I'm like, what the fuck? There's an alien base on the dark side of the moon. Come on, man. What are they doing? For what? You can clearly see through the moon. Just the moon in the daytime. This thing is light. This ain't no rock you can land on. That's first and foremost. How you know they bullshitting about the moon landings? Then just watch the moon landings. Just watch them. Just watch the last one they just showed. It's a fucking cartoon. It's SpongeBob SquarePants. It's Shrek. It's Up. You can see through the moon. Why the moon got a blue background right here and they got a dark background? It got a black background right here. Why is it blue? This is a light source. It just showed you light is intelligence. It's the same as the sun. The sun is light. It's a different type of light. Like I said, separate but equal. We rolling, man. I almost got through all this stuff. All right, so yeah, like I said, man built this, bro. It's basically a hoax, bro. You know, the real Ark of the Covenant. Ark of the Covenant is Ark of the Covering. That's your mother's belly when you was inside of it. We was talking about the egg. We was talking about how it's magnetized. We talking about the electric sperm. That is, and how sperm is intelligence because it's light. It transfer energy. They say this is the female. I'm gonna just give you my theory. Just the sperm, the spearing through the egg. This is what this represents to me. Because they say this represents life. And they say this represents death. And I'm telling you, I believe this represents the flat earth or the shape of the earth, right? The centerpiece of what I've been talking about. This is a cross right here. It goes the big T right here for the shape of the earth. And then right at the middle is a magnet, which would be Mary and the child. And that's the most powerful force in the world is a mother's love. And that magnetism, that mother's love is causing all this everything to move. Everything is surrounding that, going around that. They say the world don't revolve around you. That's a lie. Once you realize that the world is working for you and not against you, that's when the game change. That's when the game change. I was talking about this the other day with the four sides of the compass of square and trapping a G. I would, if somebody could make me a T-shirt with the G on the outside of this, right, representing the 74 instead of this, the 47, which is what I said. 47 is government authority, Democrat, Republican, Uncle Sam, everything to trap the energy, right? That's what is going on right here. Is the energy is getting trapped, right? And the G for God, the God in you. That's why it's so important to meditate and close your eyes and go within. That's why I said Jesus' teachings is right and exact because Jesus talking parables. So if you didn't know Jesus talked in parables, you wouldn't be getting none of his real dope teachings because he's saying the kingdom of heaven is within you. And he said, woe to ye lawyers for prohibiting the people from going within. And because y'all know the kingdom of heaven is within. You came here by yourself, bro. This is your mother legs. You're going to leave out by yourself. X3X, the power button. With the obelisk right in the center of it. Man, that's 0 point energy. That's 0 point energy. I brought up the other day how Moses, if you find a statue or a painting of Moses, you'll see that Moses had horns, right? There's Moses with the two horns. The horny one. Came down Mount Sin. Told the people to stop worshiping the golden calf because that time was over. That age was over. And like the lady said the other day, the age of the moon, Jesus Christ was representing the age of the sun coming back, and what they about to show us, I don't, they could be just doing like me and just going along with what the universe is presenting. Like I'm like, it's an 8 year, it's the year of the dragon, and I'm rocking with that. And the 8 is uh S shaped like the dragon or the serpent. The dragon is a serpent too. So it's not me wanting stuff to happen. It's just it's just how it goes, man. You know, the Freemasons at one time was the good guys. Now, are they still the good guys? I don't know. I have no clue. But at one time, that's what it was. My son. That's what it was supposed to represent. My son. There we go. Like I said, Moses came down Mount Sinai with the law, the new law, right? I said, man, where you get this law from? He had to say, the I am. I know somebody under their breath was like, he made this shit up. He said, I am. He talk about himself. The I am. I am the I am. That was real slick. So yeah, here we go. Coming down Mount Sin, I said Sin was used to be called the moon. Because most of the time when you're doing sin, you're doing it under the moon. Or what they perceive to be sin. Okay, so yeah. You see, Sin was the moon god. I got older. They got old tablets of this stuff. There you go. Sin the moon god. Here we go. The old depictions of it. Sin methodology. And you see with the crown of horns, crescent moon. And then the sun got a crown of thorns. Moon got a crown of horns. And I showed you her Thor with her crown of horns representing the bull god. That's the reason why they say holy cow. There's a reason why they say the cow jumped over the moon. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Y'all done made me mad again, bro. Ain't nobody hit the like button.
In 1962, Operation Fishbowl takes place. Now, this is where people start thinking that they found the firmament or dome during Operation High Jump or Operation Deep Freeze, because for some reason, they started firing nuclear missiles straight up as if trying to mess with the firmament somehow. And not to mention the name of the project, Fishbowl, easily symbolic for the enclosed nature of our world. A lot of people don't believe in nukes, nuclear weapons, but I obviously can't confirm one way or the other. Just do your own research. Okay, so the same year, 1962, JFK gives his famous
We choose to go to the moon
speech. Now, I think all of these events tie into these guys finding out about the true disposition of Earth, including the crystalline canopy that we can't get past. Keep that in mind. They know we are trapped in and we can't leave. And they choose to pretend like we can leave, which comes back and bites them in the...
We're not trapped in, we're protected. You gotta have it. I mean, that perspective is, I don't like that perspective. You're not trapped in, you're protected. It's the ark of this is Jesus. This is the Ark of the Covenant. Another one. Here go mama, daddy, son in the middle. Belly. Her belly. Ark of the Covenant. Ark of the covering. Ark of the Covenant is the Ark of the covering. It's for protection. It's not, you're not trapped in.
Ass later. We'll get there, but let's continue.
You can get out. But like I said, you got to get small. You got to get little. We used to say back in the hood, police come, get little, get small. That's how you get out. That's how you get away. Duck down, nigga. Get small, get little. That's how you get up out of here. Through the little man. The little you. That would be the soul and the spirit, the light force. That's why when they say, "Step into the light, my son," or don't, some tragedy happened. They be like, "Don't go into the light. Don't not go into the light," because they know it's a wrap after that. You have returned to center because you are light, and you will return to that light that sits at the top. It's crazy. None of these got this.
4 years later, 1966, Lunar Orbiter 1 captures the supposed first ever picture of Earth from deep space. 2 years after that, in 1968, Apollo 8 captures this. In 1969, they capture this after Apollo 11 lands man on the moon for the very first time. And in 1972, on their sixth and final trip to the moon, we get one of the most famous pictures of all time, the blue marble. These alleged pictures of Earth, especially 1972's blue marble, are the entire reason behind pretending to go to the moon in the first place. The spherical Earth, flat Earth debate is over. All the ancient cultures of the world and all of the authors writing flat Earth books well into the 1900s are incorrect. The Earth is not flat. NASA has proved it. It's over. You live on a spinning ball, just like Universal Pictures predicted. Only one problem with that. It's now 2017. Curvature cannot be detected by anyone on Earth. Motion can't be detected, nor has it ever been proven. And now all of a sudden, we can't figure out how to get past low Earth orbit.
Early in the next decade, a set of crewed flights will test and prove the systems required for exploration beyond low Earth orbit.
NASA's next spacecraft, already being built and tested across America, will do those things and more.
This is the spacecraft that's going to take humans to explore the solar system. It's the next big step for NASA. And next.
We usually say NASA for Nazi, NASA for the Naga. Because like I said, it's the astronaut. Is the astronaut. They talking spiritual, bruh. This is why they wanted full control over space. And they're just totally making it up because what it boils down to is the astronaut, the little astronaut, the little big head astronaut going to the moon is the sperm reaching the egg. That's what
exploration.
Called the Orion Multipurpose Crew Vehicle, or MPCV, this next-generation spacecraft will enable America to explore beyond low Earth orbit.
As we get further away from Earth, we'll pass through the Van Allen belts, an area of dangerous radiation. We must solve these challenges before we send people through this region of space.
The kinds of technologies that we're testing out on Space Station are definitely helping us with our goals of going beyond low Earth orbit.
I think and many would consider it maybe even science fiction.
The plan that NASA has is to build a rocket called SLS, which is a heavy lift rocket. It's something that is much bigger than what we have today, and it will be able to launch the Orion capsule with humans on board, as well as landers or other
Keegan, what's up?
To destinations beyond Earth orbit. Right now, we only can fly in Earth orbit. That's the farthest that we can go. And this new system that we're building.
Glad y'all rocking with me today, bro. I know y'all hit the like button, bro. Keegan, what's up? What you got? What's up, Leo? Happy Astra. All right. Bringing is upon us again. Yeah. The two sides being equal. I like it. I dig it. That oven bull statue is Moloch. Yeah, Moloch, the bull, the Baal, but it's representing the uterus. I showed the uterus. That's the bull, the shape of the bull. That's why she wore the horns. Thor. I hear the lighter sparkling. Cheers. yeah. That's why I got the thing going off today, bro. Yeah, I was going off today, bro. I was feeling pretty good today. It's it's a good day, man. It's a good Friday. I'm in a good mood. The secrets are written in nature. Yeah, you got to go outside in nature, bro. You ain't gonna just you want to be the one writing the books, not the one just reading them all the damn time. Because the book is heavy. It's gonna weigh you down. How you gonna get little? How you gonna get little? Holding on to a book. So King Norman, King Neighbor. He was the namer, just like Adam. He's basically Adam in the Bible. Give it dominion, the one who was allowed to name all the animals. He's the namer. King Namer. Shout out, bro. We in this piece. I appreciate it, bro. History, his story, mystery, my story. They don't want you to know yourself. The answers are within. Yes, facts. Shout out Keegan. That was fire. The middle path is a key to duality. Yes, that's a fact. That's a fact. Shout out to my brother Dante O, bro. I don't know if you got that other comment I left about the 47 and that example for one for man, one for father, two for mother, three for child, four for the house, five for the crossroads, because it sits right in the middle. Because we don't never say 10. I meant to say that too, because that's the opposite of 10. I showed the 0-point energy. We start with 0 basically. So, 0 should start it off. When they say 10, you putting the 1 in front of the 0. That's man in front of the woman. And, that's where we at today. But, that pendulum eventually swings back the other way, man. That's physics. That's physics. That's real physics. So peace to Dante O, brother. Peace to David Taylor. You killing it, B. I appreciate it, fam. I appreciate that, man. Y'all make sure y'all. I got more, but I'm gonna stop right here, man. I'm gonna say that for next time. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, share the video, man. You may not think people watching when you share, but trust me, people tune in when you share the video, man. It helps out a lot, bro. Help out the channel. All right, love y'all. Peace, man. Yeah.